Probably do all three of them.
Need help! I'm under attack! That's incredible!
Saving lives. Another one. Survivor in danger. Life saved. Survivor in danger. Survivor in danger. Good save. Survivor in danger. Another saved life.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you.
Aw, you make it look easy. We're gonna need a bigger base. Survivor in danger.
Thank you.
All
I was
right.
getting worried. I know it's a lot to ask. I really can't leave without it. It's somewhere near.
Check your map for the location of the medkit. More humans, fewer corpses. Win-win.
Thank you. I was getting worried. I know it's a lot to ask. I really can't leave.
Keep up the good work. Check your map for the location of the medkit. Survivor in danger. you make it. 5 minutes left. Two minutes before I have to pull you out. Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
Back in my down horse. Won't have fucking man, white knuckles tight.
What if I can't make it to the game?
These are 3 unique Manscaped trimmers, all designed for different parts of the body. The Lawnmower 4.0 is
Furiosa is directed by George Miller, the man who has now made 5 movies in the Mad Max saga, this being the first one without Mad Max in it. And this is the origin story of renegade warrior Furiosa before her encounter and team-up with Mad Max. But I also want to give a big thank you to the sponsor for this video, Factor. Warmer, sunnier days are finally here, so fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. And with 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, you'll always have new flavors to explore. And for my family, it's helped us cut down on not just grocery shopping, but also restaurant bills. And it's very convenient for us to schedule everything, and if for some reason we have an event or we're going to be out of town, we can also skip a week if necessary. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code STUCKMAN50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code STUCKMAN50 at factor75.com for 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month of orders. Definitely check out that link in the description below. Thank you so much to Factor for sponsoring this video. Previously played by Charlize Theron, this time around Furiosa is portrayed by Anya Taylor-Joy. But we actually spend a fair amount of the first act of Furiosa without Anya Taylor-Joy in the role. We follow her as a young girl for quite some time. This setup extended in far greater ways than I expected it to, not just in runtime, but for implications for the character. This is a really epic film in every way. The scope is off the charts. If you've seen a Mad Max movie, you expect that. But this is without a doubt the most personal of all the films in George Miller's universe, in that we focus quite a bit on Furiosa, her childhood, the things that were taken away from her, who her enemies are, what her goals are, what she wishes she had, and you learn all of that before she's even a teenager. And even though the movie is filled with incredible vehicular chases with trucks, motorcycles, cars, and all kinds of different vehicles, this movie feels like the type of movie you would expect within this universe, but it also feels very fresh and new because it focuses so much on character, but retains the things about the Mad Max saga that we all know and love, namely those car chases, the incredible cinematography, and a hero that barely speaks. Just like the last film, Furiosa enters into a very rare realm for me when it comes to a movie. And that is the type of movie that you want to test whenever you upgrade any element of your home. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? If you get a new TV, if you get a new sound system, if you have some new thing that you add to however you watch movies at home, you probably have a handful of movies you like to test it on. I have a few movies I always love to do that with. Fury Road is one of them, and Furiosa is going to be as well. This film looks spectacular. At 79, George Miller is directing with such vibrant youthfulness that he feels like a kid who just found a camcorder for the first time and is making movies in his backyard, and he's that excited about it. That kind of giddiness and joy is felt through every frame of Furiosa, and there are extended action sequences that are genuinely jaw-dropping. There are very few films that come out anymore that make me want to say holy shit like every few seconds, and Furiosa is one of them, because this film is just filled with so many great ideas, so much world building, so many great character moments, and Anya Taylor-Joy is magnificent. As great as Charlize Theron is, she really puts her stamp on this role. She's an excellent choice for this character because just like Mad Max, Furiosa doesn't say all that much. She stares, and you understand what she's thinking by looking at her. And Anya Taylor-Joy has such a piercing gaze, and is such a phenomenal actress that can say so much with so little. Chris Hemsworth as well as the villain. I think this might be my favorite performance I've ever seen from him. He's menacing, he's very funny, but not in a way that's like grating or gets on your nerves. He has an amazing speech in this movie that genuinely made me understand him. His villain does horrible things to innocent people, and yet by the end of the movie, you understand at least why he thinks he's supposed to do that. The film does exactly what a prequel should do, in that it not only is a very entertaining movie in its own right, but it enhances Fury Road in every way. And that's a risk, because Fury Road, in my mind, is almost untouchable. It's a magnificent achievement, and whenever you make a prequel to anything, there's always that risk that you could tarnish that in some way, but there are so many moments in this film that add weight and depth to Fury Road. And I think we should officially just kind of move on from the whole like prequels are bad thing, because we've had way too many good prequels by now. This is new information that we have to process and add to our filmmaking brain and accept that a prequel can be really damn good. In the case of Furiosa, it's one of the best prequels I've ever seen. Even this year, The First Omen was a damn good prequel. Now, there are a handful of moments in this movie that I am dying to talk about, but they are 100% spoilers. I will be doing a spoiler video for Furiosa. I want to talk a lot more about this movie. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. You have to see this on a theater screen. It will not be the same at home. Go out to a theater and watch this one, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Look forward to that spoiler video coming very soon. And if you like this, you can click right here and get stuckmanized.
As a disabled business owner, my time is mostly spent writing emails, and before Shopify Magic, probably took me 30 minutes each email, and now I can get them done easily in 5 using my Shopify email generation tool.
The world made choices for us, and I will do what must be done. You say that fear is all we have. This is how I will survive.
Fortnite Season 3 is chaos. From new mythics, medallions, vehicle upgrades, collab items, POIs, there's a lot. This is everything you need to know, and we'll start with the massive desert biome taking up half the map. Then to the bottom left, and you'll get to Brutal Beachhead, a massive cargo ship that has crash landed on the sand. At the front, it's shaped like a shark, reminding us of the iconic prison from Chapter 2. Here there are like 5 floors of loot, along with a throne at the top overlooking the map. This belongs to a brand new boss, and is our Tier 100 skin for Season Season 3, introducing Megalodon. Yeah, not the most creative name, but he is terrifying. His entire POI and set is themed around sharks. It makes sense considering his name, but you should know, sometimes he doesn't even appear here. If it feels like it, he'll just get in a car and drive around the map. When Megalodon is defeated, he'll drop a medallion, giving you unlimited nitro while equipped. And if you're wondering, this is a brand new type of consumable in Season 3. It boosts cars to give them unlimited fuel and gives players super speed. You're more likely to find it in nitro splashes around the map, a new item that'll fill your veins with nitro. You basically become the Kool-Aid Man. While you're juiced up, cars will drive faster, they'll ram through players, and deal more damage. As for yourself, you can clearly see it lets you move faster and break through builds, but it also lets you sprint longer, increases your reload speed, and removes fall damage. It's ridiculous. And by the way, you could also run out of water. The medallion isn't even the coolest thing to earn by defeating Megalodon. He drops a mythic version of Season 3's most powerful item, Nitro Fists. I'm not kidding when I say these might be the most ridiculous item we've ever had in Fortnite. The mobility is over the top. You can punch to move forward or uppercut to go in the air. It is super versatile, and if you're in a 1v1, you're basically guaranteed to win. So imagine this in mythic form. No wonder players are scrambling to get their hands on this. And Megalodon isn't even done there. Not only do you get those items, but he drops a second mythic, the return of the combat shotgun. These are back in Fortnite, and you can find them in all types of rarity, but they are insanely strong. And trust me, if you get your hands on the mythic version, it's gonna tear enemies to shreds. And I'm still not done with what this guy drops. He might be the most overpowered way to get loot in Fortnite, because you'll also get an exclusive vehicle that only unlocks when the Dawn is defeated. It has unlimited fuel and a grenade launcher attached to the roof. This means you can boost for as long as you want as your friend fires explosives at everyone. Best part is there are repair boxes around the map, so you can keep this vehicle for the whole match. You'll probably need to, because Season 3 is entirely designed around cars. It is almost impossible to play without them. Everyone's driving around, and it all connects at the Nitro Drome. This is a new arena POI where cars can battle to the death. It's full of power-ups, ramps, and spinning blades. It makes fights super intense. If you visit on foot, you'll come across another boss, Ringmaster Scar. She's page 7 in the Battle Pass, giving you a ton of car-themed items, including a fire show. Credit style is Ruiner Scar, and let me just say how creepy the hyena helmet is. Even laughing at her back bling. But when you take her boss out, she'll drop a crazy medallion. This one gives you higher damage and unlimited ammo. Now, that just sounds OP, but in a season where most people are fighting in cars, you're gonna need it, especially when combined with the mythic crossbow. This is dropped by Ringmaster Scar, and it isn't your regular bow that we've seen for years. It's a new item called the Boom Bolt. This is totally moddable and fires explosive arrows. You can find different rarities all over the map, and it uses rocket ammo, so pairing it with the unlimited ammo medallion is necessary. So why should you pick this up when crossbows are notoriously bad in Fortnite? They're not the best against players, but use the Boom Bolt against cars and you'll realize how insane this is. Over 250 damage per shot, making it one of the best anti-vehicle tools in game right now. Maybe you would rather drive? Well, Ringmaster Scar also has an exclusive vehicle. Unlike Megalodon's, this has a minigun on the roof, so if you aren't firing grenades, it's a barrage of bullets. To make things worse, the car has unlimited fuel and ammo, so getting in this with your teammates will give you one of the most busted experiences I've ever seen in Fortnite. We got over 10 kills without even leaving the car. There is so much content in Season 3, it's unbelievable, and that leads us to our third major POI, Redline Rig. This is a refinery pumping nitro out of the ground and providing it to the rest of the map. They even have pipelines spread throughout the desert leading straight to this place, and it's run by a mechanic known as the Machinist. You'll find her on page 1 of the Battle Pass with a ton of wasteland-themed items, including a Lego build and a sick wrench pickaxe. On the map, she's defending Redline Rig from any invaders, and while the boss battle is tough, you are rewarded handsomely. If you're finding this video helpful, using code T5G directly supports our videos, so thank you for that. Her car is similar to Ringmaster Scar's, but it has a cool design, and her medallion is super useful. It refills your shield constantly over time, basically handing a siphon. If you're wondering what mythic she'll hand ya, it's the return of a classic item from Chapter 2. Fortnite has brought back the combat assault rifle, and it's currently the only one you can find, so expect to see the normal ones arrive later on. Now, all 3 of the major bosses don't just spawn at their POIs. Every match, one of them will decide to leave their home, hopping in a battle bus, and driving around the map in a convoy. This is a redesigned version of the armor bus from Chapter 3, this time known as the War Bus. It has extra defenses on the side, and most importantly, a new EMP feature. While driving it, you can activate the burst, and it disables other vehicles in the area. It's perfect for defending yourself. And so with all these new cars, Fortnite has decided to bring back vehicle mods. It has been a long time since we had cow catchers and chonkers tires, and they have finally returned along with 4 new attachments that have been in the works for years. Instead of throwing an item onto your car, these are now crates on the map, and driving through them will immediately attach it to the SUV. On the roof, you can get 2 different types of weapons, whether it's a grenade launcher or a minigun. The front bumper lets you choose between a cow catcher and a spiked bumper. This deals more damage to players and objects if you ram them, while the cow catchers are just more defensive. We all know about chonkers tires and how they make you drive off-road, but there's another option, bulletproof tires, way better. While driving, you'll also notice power-ups, whether it's a portal that boosts you through the air, or fire pits that work as geysers. And so in preparation for Season 3, there's also a new type of vehicle in the shop. Fortnite is selling a behemoth SUV, and this won't replace the Whiplash anymore. When you go to your locker, cars are now separated between a sports car and an SUV/truck. This also means you can now boost in SUVs, allowing us to use the custom boost effects we paid for. But did you know there's an item on the map right now that players are freaking out over? While you're roaming, there's a chance you'll find a Nuka-Cola, and already thousands of people just started screaming. This is the recognizable soda from Fallout, the biggest collab of Season 3 so far. Drinking it will give you 80 health and shield over time, making it way more powerful than your average slurp juice. The crossover doesn't stop there. The battle pass includes the most iconic part of Fallout, power armor. You can now wear the T60 outfit for yourself, and it's full of details. There is multiple edit styles, and fans are going crazy over the back bling. We can finally run around with a Pip-Boy, and it cycles through all kinds of info, including how many limbs you have. In the same page, you can unlock an animated Vault Boy emoticon, and my personal favorite item, the Codsworth emote. That isn't the only character who took us by surprise.
When kids are fed, they're fueled to thrive. That's why Feeding America supports local programs like the mobile meal sites for kids in Alejandro's community.
Kids sometimes can't provide their own transportation. Being able to take the food to the kids where they live so that they have access to it, no matter what, is very important and makes this very special.
1 in 5 kids face hunger in America. Join the movement to end hunger in communities across the country at feedingamerica.org/summer.
Surprise, the secret outfit is a Marvel villain. Magneto is here for some reason, and to make him fit the apocalyptic theme, he's called Wastelander Magneto. They literally equipped him with rusty gloves just so he doesn't feel out of place, and I kinda love it. This set is currently hidden and will be unlocked in 39 days, but you can grab one of the coolest outfits right now with Bright Raider. This is a reskin of Bright Bomber, and fans are loving it. She has a pastel edit style along with some interesting dance moves. But fresh content isn't just at the new POIs, the Sandstorm also changed half the map. Snooty Steps is gone after 2 seasons, but if this was your favorite spot, don't worry, because it's not all destroyed. It's now Sandy Steps and is completely flooded with sand dunes and rocks. A lot of buildings are drowned in the terrain, but there's still a good amount left if you want to drop here before rotating into the wasteland. A change no one was expecting is hidden on the Southern Railway. Thanks to the leak roadmap, we already knew the whole theme of the season would be a sandstorm apocalypse with wasteland warriors. All of this came true except one thing, the steam train. Look at it, you can see a giant carriage plowing through the sand with smoke coming from the front. So we launched the game to check it out, but instead, the train is crashed into the sand dunes. Other Epic scrapped the idea, or we should expect it later this season. Something we are already familiar with is the new Kind Cacti. You're probably thinking you've never seen this before, but if you played during Wilds, you technically have. These are basically like the slurp plants from the old jungle. Just smack them and you'll get health and shield. Useful tip, this time they heal your cars too. It might come in handy if you're about to win a game, and this will bag you the brand new Victory Umbrella. This time it's themed around a scrap car, but right now it's currently impossible to get. For some reason, winning gets you last season's umbrella, but that should be fixed soon. While driving around, you'll probably run into some NPCs because there's a bunch for the new season. Not only are there standard ones selling weapons or heals, but some are previous bosses. Cerberus and Oscar are back on the island, but this time they're friendly, unless you want their mythics. That's right, you can still grab the Gatekeeper or Frenzy Auto Shotguns from them by challenging them to a duel and defeating them. But you gotta be quick because there's only one per game. One of the smaller changes you won't notice this season is something we have been asking to get for the last 2. Large crates have now been doubled to a 20% spawn rate and finally have a chance to drop shields again. The best part about these was the heals they gave until Chapter 5 deleted it, but now you can officially find minis in them once again. Season 3 runs all the way until mid-August, which means we have 3 months to play, level up, and complete the battle pass. Soon we'll be getting a tri-beam laser rifle, lethal company skin, and the flint knock, all covered in our upcoming leaks video, so subscribe right now to not miss that. If you found this video helpful, please support our team by using code T5G in the item shop. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.
I got so frustrated with ads on YouTube, I was watching more commercials than content. Privacy ad blocker was...
Hey everybody, it's Kaboom and welcome to today's video. In today's video we are going to be building the hovercraft. This video came about when I saw a bunch of really awesome builds on our Discord server that were Star Wars themed, and I wanted to build a hover jet. One similar to the one that Luke uses, and through the process I came up with hiding these balloons. So in today's video I really want to show you guys some of the stuff that I learned from building this, and I think a lot of the science stuff that and the experiments that I basically spent several hours doing to balance this thing out so that it didn't end up with the nose end up or the rear up in the air.
This might be the coolest build.
Could be very helpful for you in your build. So in this video I'm going to go ahead and do this hovercraft build piece by piece.
I want
then
this to
I'm going to
remain.
talk a little bit about the science behind the build, because I think really that's what you guys will probably be the most beneficial to you when it comes to adding this to your own builds. So let me shoot over here to this other side and we will get started.
I'm excited as fuck for this.
Okay, so before we get started, I just want to say that your world may vary from my world. Balloons do weird things. Placing them may or may not work in your world. Sometimes a large balloon will lift things all the way up to the very top of the sky, and then other times they will get nothing off the ground. So this is the build that I used in my world, and you may have to customize your build to work in your world. With that said, let's get started on the build. We're going to start off with a medium dynamic foundation plate. After that, we're going to grab the 2x8x2 platform.
I don't have any not root here, so I'm gonna have to do some farming.
Bumper. We're going to put 2 of them on there, and we're going to put 2 of them on there. After that, we're going to grab the vehicle base number 2, and we're just going to move that all the way down to where it's flush with that edge, and then we're going to fill this in like that. And then we're gonna put another layer on top of that. Then we're gonna come over this side and repeat the process. At this point, we're going to bring in between these two little caution signs, and we're gonna bring this one down to the top of that caution sign. So it should look like this right here. You guys can see that. And then we're gonna repeat that over here. Like that. You can see how it's just right on the other side, centered between these two little dots. And then you can see the space that's between this line and that line. Now I'm gonna use the noble floors for this because the coloring matches the orange.
People in the community found a way to hide balloons.
Luke Skywalker's hovercraft was all
which allows
orange.
things to float in Lego Fortnite. And
so,
having a way to like actually hide them
on this
would be amazing.
Can be swapped out with free parts. With that said,
people were
let's go
inspired
ahead,
by Star Wars coming to Lego Fortnite, where it's like,
center on its own.
Well, can we make planes? You know, can we make like hover bikes and stuff like that? This guy made a hover plane, and it looks really cool.
Like that.
But there's a trick to like make the balloons be hidden, and I want to see that. And then immediately it's like, this is kind of like Minecraft, like glitches that should remain in the game because they're features. And it's like, hopefully that's the case in this one too.
Now we're going to grab the
so I want to see how he did it.
One, and we're going to put it right here.
Because now that I have the command center here, there's kind of almost like a hangar bay where it's like, I want a vehicle there, but I want it to be a Star Wars vehicle.
And we're going to nudge it out. And then we're going to fill that in like that. And then we're going to repeat this on the other side. Okay, at this point, you're going to place down 3 balloons to lift this side up. And then we're going to get this board here. And then we're going to nudge it in too. And then we're going to snap there and place that in. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to knock these balloons off. And be sure to get your resources. And on this side, you may need 4 balloons. Wait for the ship to stop moving. Remove your balloons, get your material back. Okay, so far I've been on the ground. I'm going to fly in the air now just to show you guys what it should look like so far. But I'm trying to build this on the ground as if you were building this in survival mode. We're going to grab our small thrusters. We're going to put 2 up here.
Ooh, some go on the inside.
So
Got
on
it.
both sides
I
up
was
here,
wondering how he
and
was
then back
steering.
here we're going to put 3.
That's really dope.
So now we have our thrusters in here. These will be used for turning. We're going to set these thrusters on this side to channel 1. And up here, we need to go to the opposite side. And we need to set these to channel 1. Be sure you turn off channel 3 because you don't want these coming on during that time. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to set these to channel 2. And we're basically just going to do the same thing. It'll probably be good just to double check these because the floor is going to go on in a second and it can be a little bit of a pain to take the floor off if you find out something's wrong. Okay, so now we're going to place the red balloons, and it's very important that this part is done correctly because if it's not, you will end up with a whole lot of problems. We're going to put 1 balloon on the back here like this, and then you're going to have a balloon there and a balloon there.
Oh,
like that.
It's not a glitch then. They're just hidden. Got it.
Now we're going to put our floor on. These 2 sides here. And then back here, we're going to put our floor on also. So we're going to put on 4 floors here and then stop. Then we're going to grab our balloons. And now here, whatever side you put 1 balloon on, you're going to need to put the other balloon on the other side. And then 1 on this side. Whichever side you put this middle balloon on, you're going to repeat it on that caution sign thing right there. And as you can see, we are starting to float in the air, and that's one of the reasons why we put the floors on, is because if we didn't have this weight here, we would get pretty high pretty fast. Now we're just gonna add the floors, and it should bring everything back down to the ground. Now we're gonna switch over and grab the 8x2x1 floor, and we're gonna put it back here and back there like that. After you've done that, grab the large thruster, put one there, put one there, and put one there. Now these are already set to 3, but you can just make sure. All thrusters are naturally set to 3 when you put them on.
For whatever fucking reason.
So now we have 1, 2s there, 3s there, and now we need to put our seat on. I like to grab the large driver's seat, and I like to put the seat right in front of those arms, centered. Now you have your 2 buttons to turn to the left and to the right. And now you have your rockets. And as you can see, we're already off the ground a little bit. And that's what we want. We want to be off the ground and then basically gently going back to the ground when needed to. And if you find yourself in the air, this is really cool. Now, I'll be honest with you. It took me, well, I wouldn't even say that I'm fully licensed to drive this hovercraft. But after driving it, I learned some tricks. Like, if you start going in the upwards direction, here, let me see if I can show you guys like this. Okay, so let's say you're coming up a hill and you get some air like this. Now this actually isn't that bad, but let's say you're starting to go up in the air. You can spin your vehicle around to now where you're facing down, and you can use that to get you back to the ground. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into the science part of this, and let me explain just some of the things that I found that I incorporated into my build. This is like number 6 of all the builds, and several of the first ones were very it was very frustrating because I was ending up with a ship with either the nose end in the air or the rear in the air. And I really want to show you guys the science of how I figured out to basically stop that from happening, so that if you decide to add this into one of your builds, you guys won't have to fight with it quite as much as I did. Okay guys, so here's something that you need to know about when you're doing the hidden balloons. You have more than just one force point. If you put this here, you know that that balloon is wanting to, like all the balloons in the game want to be in this position. That's their home. They want to go home. The balloon is always trying to go home, which is this position. When you're building with these balloons, it's always good to keep in mind that if you're gonna have one balloon over here that's trying to go home into that position, so you're getting lift up and you're getting this diagonal pull, put a balloon on the opposite side. Now it's almost like the balloons are countering each other out, and now you're just getting that lift in the upwards position. The other thing that I realized and found out is I was placing a lot of my balloons, let's just call this like northwest position, across from each other like this. And basically what I was doing is I was making a teeter-totter. So these 2 balloons, they want to go up, and these 2 balloons want to go up. And if you add weight, or not even just weight, if you add, let's say you're going up a hill, like over there, these balloons will start to lift up. And as they lift up, they will start to be like, hey, we're getting close to our home. Let's go there. And it will pull your build. If you get in one direction enough, it will pull your build up into the air, and instead of the front end coming down, the balloons will stabilize themselves by doing this. And so if you find that to be an issue, there's a little trick. So instead of putting all your balloons, let's say north and south like this, you want to put balloons east and west. What this does is it gets rid of the teeter-totter. And so you can have more variance going up and down hills, and it will ride itself out. So instead of all the force going up like this, you have force in these four corners that are kind of counterbalancing each other. This right here is the biggest thing that I learned, that anyone who's hiding balloons, just be super careful that you don't do all your balloons just in one way, one direction, because you will end up with a nose tilt or a rear tilt, and it can be pretty frustrating. So let me show you over here real quick how this is. And if you remember from the build,
I'm getting
you saw that we
really
actually
good ideas
did this
from
in that build. All right, get our ship back. Okay, so here are our three balloons. We got this balloon is going north-south, this balloon's going north-south, north-south, and then these are going east-west. So while these balloons are fighting against each other in the weight of the vehicle, these two balloons are now fighting to stabilize the left and the right. That's why we had equal numbers of balloons this direction, because the weight to the left and the right of this vehicle is equal. The same weight over here as the same weight over here. And the reason why we can get away with only one balloon here instead of two balloons like this is that if you look, the rear back here has more weight.
Alright, let's start fucking monkeying around, I guess. I am the scientist! Marty... 146-1. I'm hoping that one thing they add in this eventually is the ability to save your own blueprints. That would be pretty dope. I need silk fabric and cord. I need a loom, flexwood rod, and sand. Is there not a single row block in the game? There's gotta be. There's gotta be a single row block. Just one. Otherwise I could do that. It's a single row block. It's made out of fucking sandstone. Sandstone. Oh, see it? Like, that's really cool. So those are gonna be it. Those are... Okay. I need sandstone. And I think to do sandstone, I either need the smelter or the oven. Do I have 35 obsidian with me? I have 1 obsidian. Sounds like I need to go back home and get some shit. I'm in the market for sound. Ooh, this should be fun. They're taking on a brute. Either he's gonna kill them all. Nice, they beat him. Good job, guys. You little fucks. Okay, so the smelter doesn't create sandstone, the oven does. I have an oven, right? 3 grills, food processor. I don't have a fucking oven here. Oh, and they both take 35 obsidian? Oh, I've got 43 obsidian. Yeah, that's hot. No, you create sandstone with the stonebreaker. But do I want to make an oven here? Might as well. I 151 berries. I need to use 64 more. Ooh, the Pokemon Go 2024 Go Fest logo looks awesome. So do the shirts. gonna say, didn't I put a back door in here? Plus 20 hearts. Oh, fuck. See, I can get rid of the right corner. Cover. Dump the arrows. my keel. Ooh, Pokemon Center in the Hiroshima. Did we go to the Pokemon Center in Hiroshima? Yeah, we did, right? Yeah. We did. Because they have that mall that was to the east of where the entire garden was or whatever with Hiroshima Castle. That entire strip. Remember we were in there and we also shopped around for like food and whatnot. The Pokemon Center is in that building. I'm like 99.9% positive on that. Weird. Sand only stacks in stacks of fucking 30. Are you kidding me? They're gonna change that because of the need for sandstone. They have to. Yeah, you come over and eat that chili pepper, you piece of shit. Take those while you're at it. Okay, 12 and 16, huh? That's hot. Ooh, and this is a 1x2. 22. Interesting. Okay, so it kind of seems like that's not a viable option then. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, hooker. Get wrecked, hooker. You loser. You love me? I love you too. Huh? Oh yeah? Okay. took that one for Sherlock. Spider! Why is that not the same? I have 3 blast powder. Oh, I was gonna say, there's no way I only have 3 blast powder here. Definitely need that. Yeah, I'm ready to eat whenever you are. All aboard the butter train. I don't really care. I'm still fine with your Chinese idea from earlier. As long as that still stands, of course. Alright, so I need to remove you. Remove you. On the fucking butter train. That's split. Yeah, that's split. Sweet. So then I need to build these. Oopsies. What about the later food? That'll turn it that way. Then that'll turn it that way. Okay. Oh, so they can operate on the same channel if I want. Oh yeah, I'm flying upside down. Oh my god, this is gonna go terribly. It corrected itself. That's cool. So that's the point of the side balloons then. This is the greatest thing I've ever made. You ready for this, sweetie? Probably gonna die. You ready for? Possibly. It's not a boat. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Yeah, really moving now, baby. Yeah. We're taking. I took out the tree. We're taking this baby home. Oh shit! I'm trying to park this in the garage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm really happy that it didn't get destroyed. Okay, I need to go that way. Whoa! I made it in the encampment! Oh! Damn it! Yep. Cause the thrusters, if you use just thrusters, you don't need anything. It's for if you're operating like wheels. I'm gonna be stuck. Yep. Absolutely. Here we go. Let me in. I'm trying to park it under here, and then they'll just never move. Me too. What if I do a barrel roll? Yeah, I'm fine with that. This thing's indestructible. I'm fine picking up something. You got me in the mood for Chinese, so... Okay. Rocks are my mortal enemy. I am stuck. Woo! Barrel, baby! Oh yeah. Yeah, I should probably eat. Yeah, food. Let's go. Yep. Let me just take this baby back home. Which engine is still? The fuck is going on? Get out of my way, sheep! I'm trying to take this puppy home. And I'm gonna go